Hello, hello, welcome back to ladies and gentlemen. This is your Indian Qualifiers round of 16, day 1. And now we are onto the day 5, but round of 16, first day of today, we have our teams already here because we have our Megadon Esports versus Doomwalkers in this best of 1 series. And alongside me, it's gonna be W Once. So, what are your thoughts, Once? What are we gonna be seeing today?
Our Megadon, a pretty good team. As for the Doomwalkers, they sound like an underdog team. We don't really know about Doomwalkers, do we?
Mm-hmm.
And talking about our Megadon, they're one of those teams that is always active in a lot of tournaments, and they're always out there, so they have that exposure to the audience as well. So they are one of those teams that is well known by the audience as well. So they are
Yep.
like audience favorite team as well. So I feel like tonight we might have a lot of Armageddon fans for the first game. And here we go,
Yeah.
Armageddon on the blue side and Doomwalkers on the red side. Who are you betting on, Debbie?
I think Armageddon is actually a squad that we have known, right? And very
Yeah,
personally familiar with as well. But
yeah,
Doomwalkers, and we cannot forget, we also have a good names in there. There are some people who you might be actually familiar with, so we'll
yeah.
never know what's gonna be happening. So we can't take our chances. But after the draft, we might see who's have or who's got or heart set on them, because it's always
Okay.
the timers. Wait. What are we saying? I thought it was in the draft phase.
Oh yeah, it seems like they just want to show our pictures because why not? We have Queen Debbie right there on the screen. So yeah.
No, it's a doubly once, but you know what? I'm manifesting for a Sigma once to be back into the casting deck. So, the last 2 games is what I have. We're gonna be seeing Sigma. We're gonna be seeing Sigma once again. But you know what? You're gonna be missing Bolty, but I'm here to fill up his spot. So, don't mind.
I
I
mean,
mean, you shouldn't
Bolty will
mind.
be Bolty. To be honest, I enjoy your company way more than Bolty's.
Oh,
So
all
yeah,
right.
I'm really happy. I'm getting to cast with you. So yeah, talking about
Oh,
you
that's
know,
great.
talking about you though, Debbie. How's your day going? How are you? I heard that you've been busy all day, and yet you are here on the casting desk with me. You are such a pushover. You work really hard.
Pushover. I think it can be taken as a compliment as well as an insult, but I'll take that as a compliment coming out from you, Mr. Analyst. So I think it's a little bit busy, but I love these two teams. The teams that we are gonna be casting for right now are Megadon and Doomwalkers, in because I'm pretty familiar with those two, and of course. They have been making names for themselves, especially our Megadon esports. So I'm actually excited for this, and I can set my busy schedule aside and come here to try and cast for them as well.
Oh, that's really good. You're actually really hyped up to cast for Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, talking about casting, we can't really cast right if you can't see the screen. So I'd really
Yeah, that's right.
oh, there we go. Talking about the screen, here we are already with three bands from both sides of the team. Armageddon
Oh,
starting off with the Fanny band,
um,
a lot of solid bands there. And as for Doomwalkers, Hayabusa, Bedang, and Lucas, pretty solid band as
oh.
well. The more standard meta bands there, Debbie.
I think it's understandable. Meta bands, of course, Hayabusa, Badang, Lucas, and especially onto the hands of Zodi, you do not want to give out the Lucas. But one thing's for sure is that when you are against Doomwalkers in, you finna have to ban this Fanny. Because Ronkim
Yeah,
is so well
definitely.
known to play the Fanny, right? You might see him as well. But we cannot forget he's also good on the utility as well. So talking about utility, we're gonna be seeing the 30s here, the box, yeah, the sole member alone in the meta can be flexed in 3 lanes. The only hero that I've known can be flexed in 3 lanes. These bucks are making his gameplay, making his name shine again into the hands of Doomwalkers. And look at that, a solid choice of the goal laner too. So Harriet's already denied by for Ito.
Ooh, look at that. Talking about, the goal laner, we see a pretty solid counter pick from the side of Armageddon as well. Do you know that,
Mm-hmm.
Harriet with the Chrono Dashes has unlimited dashes combined with the Zaman Force? So here they are, the ultimate anti-dash hero, they're picking away Phoveus, to make his life more
Mm,
hellish if he dashes. And talking about utility, I do agree with you that Baxter has been really rising into the meta with his
mm,
flexibility and utility. And as you've mentioned, he can be thrown into any lanes, like pre-flexible lanes, which is pretty good for him. And
oh,
there we go. I was already expecting a Florin pick to be combined
mm,
with a backshot. And there we go. Backshot does really well, when you pair him up
mm,
with a support, with a healer, especially one like Florin. And
mm,
Florin is one of the most banned and picked heroes in Mythical Glory and above, even in ranks. So you really have to look out for the Florin, guys. You make sure to
yep.
ban her out so you don't have to face her annoying healing. And on top of that, she even has the anti heal effect. She can remove even the anti heal with her ultimate, so that's pretty annoying.
A small support, but still a lot of global presence. So I really, really like what Doomwalkers are doing here right now. They're just
Yeah.
trying to lock in on the sustain. They just
Mhm.
try to have the healing as well. So when you have a sustain and a heal, you're definitely going to be considering to go for a high damage hero, and that is secured by the Harris pick here. So I think this is what Doomwalkers are trying to do: play the early game as much as aggressive as possible and try to farm out their Harry too. But the thing about a Megaton is that they are willing to give away any kind of metas, right? And try to counter it with their own self-made metas that they usually go
Yeah.
for. I think
Yep.
they're doing just this here. Matilda healing will be taken back quite a lot because of the presence of the Baxia, but still,
Yep.
you have the throwers that can try to jump in into your backlines, distort your team fight composition as much as possible. And we cannot forget this is a grinder we are talking about into the hands of a user who's really, really comfortable on it as well. So I think it's
Yep.
very understandable. But what do you think about the bans here? Alpha, ban away, and glue too?
I mean, glue is pretty reasonable in my opinion because we do not want to give Doomwalkers here all the meta heroes. If you take a look at their lineup, they have a pretty solid lineup, and glue, seems
Mm,
really viable as well against Ophovius because he can really harass him with the his revamped skill set. Now he can use spread without using his ultimate. It's shifted over to
yeah.
his second skill, and that can really help him stack up the stacks on the enemies much easier and stick to them. And talking about sticking, especially when they have a Granger like a marksman like a Granger, to have that spread, to allow to dodge those Rhapsody bullets is pretty good as well. And oh my lord, just look at the
Oh.
picks coming up from the side of Doom Walkers. They have such a solid pick. They even have this Zhu Jin now. And man, I feel bad for the Fovey especially because if he goes in now, the Lantern Flare will definitely pick him up and toss him aside. And
Yeah.
on top of that, Zhuzhen with the Crimson Beacon, she even has a semi dash, so she can
Mhm.
get out of a risky situation if she's stuck in one. So, pretty solid pick from the side of Walkers for now.
Oh. I was actually looking calling out for the Farsa to be picked up for the side of Armageddon because I think this is the only choice that they got right now, and Farsa is a definitely a little bit of a counter against a Harris because you have the range just because of the range, mind you, not the damage, and
Yeah,
also against the juicing. If you play well, you can try to do the lane freezing against the juicing, which is
yeah,
with juicing specialty, right? So I think this is
yeah,
a very solid choice. And also about the bandstone, I think they are just trying to set up for the Bashia to have a better time because the blue band and the alpha band is very understandable for their side. But
yeah,
meanwhile, for the side of Omega, then they still, did not want to risk it, ban out the brethren because you do not know where the Backstab's gonna be going. But look at that, the Hanzo coming into play. So, hmm. Megadon, they are set to try to play into the far lanes as much as possible with the high ground that they have with the far side too. But there's
Ooh.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we gonna be seeing the Russian lady here? The Masha?
Definitely the
So
Russian.
fast coming?
Oh my gosh, I did not expect a Masha pick. She will be such a menace with that thunderclap. Every time she
Mm-mm.
loses, the thunderclap will be available, and that is a big problem for the Granger. He can be instantly melted. Even the
Mm,
Fovius can be melted because man, it's a Masha we're talking about. Even she melts Tang, even with her, to enhance basic attack from first skill. So that is something they really have to look out for in the late game, because if we talk about our Megadon, they have a really unique lineup, I'd say. With the Henzo,
yeah.
I'm not really sure how the Henzo is going to work out, because Debbie, if you take a look at, if you take a look at Henzo, he has to, focus on the goal lane, which is the Harrod. But Harrod being the marksman, I mean the mage with a lot of dashes,
Mm.
it's gonna be hard to catch him, right?
Yeah, it's really, really hard to catch him. So I think this is gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. The draft are set, and we will be walking into the Land of Dawn Armageddon versus Doomwalkers in this best of one series, the round of 16, day one, and we're gonna be seeing who's gonna be coming out on top, because this is a chance they are gonna be having to get into the international team fight. Not team fight, but international tournament. But mid lane, though, we were talking about how much of a threat the Versa can be if played
Yeah.
right into the hands of Ryota, right? And even the Jushin, I think they are doing really, really well, because look at the rotation, the fast-paced rotation coming up. Even Saltak Ball has been doing so well on the clearance in comparison to the Masa, which is kind of weird, right?
I mean, it's pretty, reasonable for the Phobias to have a better lane clear in the early phases of the game, because the Marsha lane clear is still kind of weak. She does not have any basic attack items that can help her,
Mm,
clear up those
mm.
minions faster than the Phobias, because he has like an AoE skill. So that is like pretty reasonable. But here we go. Four men
Oh.
positioning on the bottom lane. Are they looking for a kill on the bot side here? But no, look at the backstage just providing vision for his EXP reveals all the possession of our Megadon there.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think this is a good start. But oh, mid lane though, Odd Kim might be in trouble, taken very low. The Hanataki farm will be used, and the bite is still there. Josie might be in trouble. The distraction is there. He'll be taken very low, but no casualties so far. I think this is, the problem with the Deucin, right? In the early game, you cannot directly go in into just try to attack, right?
yeah, definitely. Especially talking about the early game Fusion, she really, really suffers with mana consumption. Her mana consumption
Mm-hmm.
has been highly increased, and that really affects her early to mid game. And there we go,
Mm.
Debbie, already here with the first turtle upcoming on the
Yeah,
bot
the
side,
first
on
battle.
the EXP there.
Okay. Yep, right here, Fame with the guiding wind, just trying to take his members along with him. Dexby have to walk away, so the recall coming through. Wait, he does have a full HP, so I do not think the recall was absolutely necessary. But already El Megadon, they are trying to set up for the turtle. Meanwhile, Josie will be starting to go for the red first, so as to have that level lead that he requires. So 6th level. I think they can try to look for it here, but oh, Kim still into the turtle bit. Oh, that's done down. Soltak Bull trying to look for something. Nothing much just yet. The turtle's bazaar will be used, and the
Oh,
Hanakage farm is there. But Josie able to secure the retribution, and the turtle will be into the hands of Armageddon. But the fight is still on. Soltak Bull to the backline, slangs taken away, but into the backline as well. Dexby will be taken low, and Ryota will be able to take him down. But Ito, on the other hand, will be the one securing another kill into his hands. But Psychic, though, with the trade, the compensation into the hands of him, and the forwards will be falling alongside him. But who's
oh my
who's
lord.
gaining? Who's
Just
gaining?
our
Oh,
Megadon.
flicker.
Oh,
Okay, that was a scam.
Man, our Megadon, they're like so aggressive right off the bat. We're like 3 minutes into the game, and our Megadon, they have already scored 3 kills. Good for them. They really need
Hmm.
to build up that early game snowball, because they have a hero like Henzo, and he really relies on the early game snowball, because if not, it's going to be really hard for him to take down the members from the side of Doomwalkers, because they have a Florin as well, even a Baksha, really tanky, and on top of that, a Masha. So that's something they have to look out for. But here on my screen, it seems like it's a little bit frozen, so I'm not being able to see it. I'm not sure if you're facing the same issue here, Debbie.
Yeah, I think I'm really facing the same issue because I do not know what in the cinema is happening. They are just freezing here, and the mid lane is like stuck. Hello, sir. What are we gonna do here?
I mean, sorry for the inconvenience, guys, but we can't really do much here. Oh, there we go. It's starting to work back again.
Oh, okay. Back to
Oh,
next.
There we go, Debbie. We are back into the game, and it seems like there has been another kill to the side of Armageddon. They have scored one more kill on their side. It's a 4-1 score in the first
Mhm.
4.5 minutes of the game. And yeah, talking about the goal lead though, it seems like Armageddon is leading with a sweet 2K goal lead, 3K goal lead actually against
Oh.
Doomwalkers. So they were doing pretty well, and even the second turtle soup is up. And it seems like Armageddon are already ready to position and to take down the soup. Oh, look at the Farsa with the Fed
Oh.
airstrike providing a lot of zoning.
Not nice zone potential coming out with the feather airstrike, but Josie just trying to dive in, but the turtle will be
Oh,
falling to the hands of Fame here. Look at that. Oh, Kim might be in trouble. The Bloom there to save his teammates, but Dexby onto the backline as well, just trying to target onto Ito, but he will be taken very low. Ito will be falling down again. 2 kills, 3 kills already onto the hands, but Doomwalkers with the gain a little bit because they were able to take
oh,
down 2 members, but another one psychic with the hands. With that, terrifying damage will be able to take it down, but Dozy with the compensation, the blue buff might be in trouble here. Oatkim will be able to secure it. I think it's not Oatkim, right? It's Shine who gets it and it's still the heritage. So this means that Doomwalkers, they are just having a response.
oh yeah, they are definitely clapping back at Armageddon. Armageddon had like a 3K goal lead, but now looking at the goal, they have nearly like a 2K goal. So they are trying to retaliate against Armageddon. And talking about Doomwalkers, just take a look at Baksha. They're pretty good itemization, I'd say. He's not going for a full item just yet. He's just going for those semi item. But there on the top lane, Debbie,
Ooh.
look at Santa
Oh,
Paul. He's getting gang. He's getting gang even in his own.
He'll survive, because this is a Phobius we are talking about. But with no flicker, already Slangs will be able to secure that class of Oasis. So another tankiness into the hands of Doomwalkers in, so they will be able to play it as aggressive as much as possible. But you know what? What are the items that's signing for you once for both of the teams? Yeah.
I didn't quite get what you said, Debbie.
Which one is if you have any new items that they are building, it's just because first build already they
Yeah.
for that boost in here, she's not directly going for the full COD.
Oh yeah, she's definitely not going for the full COD. I feel like the elegant gem for now is quite enough because you don't really need a full COD. The passive
Hmm.
from the elegant gem is already really good, and it's really good that she's rushing for the glowing one instead, because we do not want to deal with those early game shield that's the backshare has. Oh my god, look at the freaking
Ooh, the circling eagle will be used. Joji able to secure the retribution with the level 11, but Hanaka Form is there just trying to bite onto the backlines as well, but he will be able to not do anything because the bloom is there, but Ito with the kill, with the great rotation, Oatkin will be falling down. No jungle for the side of Doomwalkers in, but onto the backline as
oh
well.
my
Dexby
lord,
taken very low, but Slangs will be falling down to the hands of Mr. Ito here again, but Psychic with another kill on his head.
okay,
But XP taken very low. He might be in trouble here, taken down under his turret, own turret Ito with the killing spree onto the Grandeur. They might be still looking for more. The Harris onto the mid
my
lane. The
god,
demand for these skills as well. Josie, he might be in trouble, but he has the aid of his
oh
friends. And
my
double
god.
kill from Mr. Aggressive onto the goal lane. Ito for five kills already. So he's got. Oh, they are trying to look for more. The body is there, but Josie will be able to retreat back. Fame is there. He might be in trouble. Oh, the guiding wind and the circling eagle will be used, but no mana required for now, and they have to disengage.
Whoa, it seems like Armageddon are really bloodthirsty today. They are going
Mm-hmm.
on a full rampage against Doomwalker. And I feel like Doomwalker, they really need to play it off now. But look at
Oh,
that
oh, oh,
engagement.
oh, okay. Josie with the dive coming through, but unstoppable for Ito here again. So these guys gonna be stacking up quite a lot, and the killing spree as well. I think he's just trying to stay in the game as much as possible,
Mhm.
not just the game but the team fights, right? So maybe he's just trying to stack up on that because look at that, he already got a Sky Piercer.
Oh, yeah, he definitely has the Sky Piercer. Oh my god. Not only the Sky Piercer, Debbie, he has a Hunter Strike and a Blade
Oh,
of Despair. Without a full
wow.
Harass, you cannot
Oh my
counter a
god.
Blade of Despair. That is just way too much physical
Oh.
scaling that he has at the moment, and
Mhm.
to be able to counter that, you need a full anti-cuirass. That is what Doomwalkers, they don't have. So they're like, getting melted away you by a Grandeur, which he's not
Mm-hmm.
supposed to. So they really need to look forward for those items. And the only main front line here is the Baksha, which is
Yeah.
Odd Kim. And Odd Kim, he's like way too squishy for now to even tank for
Yeah.
his team. He's not the punching bag, and even floating heal is just not enough. But look at
Oh,
that.
oh,
Ryota.
monster kill for Ito here. Look at the circling eagle onto Kim, stunning two members onto the backlines. Fame is trying to dive in more, but the Lord will be marched. Okay, there we go. Dexp just trying to dive in. Saltak Ball with the secure onto the Lord, but Dexp will be able to kill, eat a Josie into his hands, but Ito will be just one securing another kills. Armageddon is there just trying to dive for more. Fame. He wants to fly in, but I think I got stuck here a little bit, but I think the position is good. Oh, we're back. Look at that. For their airstrike into the backline as well. The Malforce will be popped too. Look at that.
Oh
Legendary
my
from
god,
Mr. Ito here.
Ito!
Oh my goodness. What is this guy made of? I think he's got 80 stacks already onto the Sky Piercer. Look at that.
Oh my god, not only the 80 stacks, but on top of that, 498 stacks on the
Oh,
control.
wow.
That is gonna be really lethal. And it's only the first 10 minutes of the game. Here comes another Fed airstrike from Ryota.
Okay, the bloom will be wasted by Sang just to help his teammates survive. Not really much of a waste, but still, Lightning Transcend was it onto the hands of the Ryota here. He was able to secure a lot of kills onto the backlines as well, dealing much more damage when they are grouped together. But the Lord will be marching onto the bot lane as well, but they are just trying to pass up the passive of this Holy Seal. But look at that. I think they're just trying to look for more
Oh
here. Or
my
not being
god,
able to stand onto the front line, they might not be able to do anything here, but the feather airstrike will be used just to zone out. One kill already into the hands of Ryota, the legendary for Ito here. Again, the Crimson will Beacon will be used just to help him survive a sidekick, and I think Armageddon got what they're looking for.
whoa, our Megadon are on a total rampage against Doomwalker. I feel like at this point, our Megadon are unstoppable because if you take a look at Ito's item on the Grandeur, he has a full build. On top of that, he has a malefic roar. The penetration is just way too much for them to soak up. It is gonna be way too difficult to defend this push here because the Dead Sonata and the Rhapsody, it's gonna be it's gonna hit really hard. Just look at that. He's just, melting down even the Baksha with his skills from a very safe distance with that Sonata. And here we go, the Henzo with the engage. Here comes Real.
Oh, he's maybe just for the zoning potential, the feather airstrike will be used again. So you know what? This is the high ground we were talking about, which our Megadon have. They're just trying to zone away the side of Doomwalkers with as much as
No.
strength as possible, right? So the lore is gonna be up again, and they are just trying to be as much of, as disciplined as possible and wait for the lore here.
I feel like Doomwalkers might have a chance, Debbie, because
Mm.
Shine on the Harriet, he just completed his three main core items, which is the
Oh,
Feather Aster, which is the Feather of Heaven, the Stallion side,
that's
and
right.
the Holy Crystal. So now he can, start dishing out that damage that he needs to do. So they really have to look out for Shine at the moment because he has the three core items which he needs, and I feel like that's gonna be more than enough to take down the members of Armageddon. But let's not forget Saltak Paul with that Fovius will always be in the front line to zone out the teams. But look at Ryora there, just being such a
Mm.
menace with a Fede strike, just providing a lot of poke, not allowing them to make their way to the Lord and just be a menace on their face.
I think this is what the purpose of the Farsa is gonna be, right? You have the
Yeah,
wings by wings means you have a lot of mobility in comparison to other mazes, which the
yeah.
other mazes doesn't have. So I think he's just trying to scout out onto the boosters and just fight back with the wings by wings. And worst things for Doomwalkers is that even the Farsa have to flicker all the all the spells are available in check for the side of our Megadon. Look at Josie just trying to dive in with the Pinnacle
Rosie.
Ninja. Maybe. Oh, look at that airside of
Oh,
Bloom. And the Crimson Beacon, two ultimates being burned down for the side of Doomwalkers in. And already the Lord is still marching down onto the mid lane. No ultimates for the side of Doomwalkers in. And our Megadon there just trying to look for more to the backline. Famey diving in, but Dexby just trying to look for a kill onto the back as well. Dexby taken very low and falling down to the hands of Ito. Another one to the mouth first up to the backline. Real time will be.
wow. Oh my God, Debbie, I think just got cut off there.
Ah, that was a leg.
Oh my gosh, what are our Megadon eating today? They are like on a full rampage. That was like a really quick game, and oh my God, the dominance from their side, it is just unbelievable, Debbie. I almost thought that it's gonna be a wipeout for our Megadon because the end, you know, the Harrod shine on the Harrod with the Zaman Force was already taking down the members of Armageddon. But no, Armageddon, they were totally locked on the base, so they were totally going for the crystal and for the win. Guys, it seems like Debbie is lagging a bit. Seems like she has a little bit of a network issue, so it's just gonna be me yapping and yeah, talking about the game. Armageddon versus Doomwalker. What a game! What a performance! Being put up here by both of these teams. But yeah, the winner it is gonna be Armageddon against Doomwalkers. It is a best of one, and it is the round of 16 day one. So we are still left with a lot of matches. This is just the first match, and there are three more matches still that is yet to be played by these teams. And guys, stay around the corner because one of the most favorite teams is gonna be playing in the next game, which is Tatris. So Tatris, will be the one to be playing against. Let me just get my info right. It's gonna be Tatris versus Netum Tado. So it's gonna be a really fun game as well because Tatris is obviously a fan favorite, one of the top teams, and even the winners of Wardrum Season 1 as well as the FedAx Showdown. So yeah, you better look out for the second game. And yeah, with that, it's just gonna be me signing off in a bit. And before I sign off, I'd like to remind you guys that the giveaway is up in the channel. So make sure to stay active to keep your fingers busy, type whatever you want in the chat, but do not spam. Have a conversation, talk about a game whatsoever. And yeah, it's just gonna be me and Debbie off the casting desk for now. We'll be back with a 10-minute break.
wisely and crush those responsible.
My will is strong.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. We are up again, and this is match two of tonight. It is gonna be Netum Tado versus Statras. And here on the casting desk, it's not gonna be Debbie with me. It is gonna be our one and only Cham. So, Cham, how do you feel about this
One.
game tonight against Tatras and Netum Tado?
Yeah, hello once. Good evening, guys. I think this is fate that brings me up once again here to be casting another game for Tartarus. So I mean, yeah, we all know, quote unquote. I think most of the people will be agreeing with me when I say Tartarus is the ranked one team in India right now. So man, you already know how I feel.
Yeah, what are you saying, Cham? Carry on, carry on.
I I don't know what to think, but the thing is, we have been talking about this a lot. Are we gonna be seeing a Joseph Fanny today? What do you think, man? Is that gonna be open in the
I
hands of
mean,
Joseph?
if they give Tatras a chance, like to pick Fanny, why not? Because it's Joseph, right? He can play anything. He's like a very flexible person. So yeah, it's just gonna be, um, yeah, being Tatras.
Okay, see that. I think once we're already moving on to the draft, any prediction? Anything
I mean,
unusual do you think that we're gonna see today?
I feel like it's just gonna be those meta bands that you usually see because these are like small teams, so I don't feel like there's gonna be much of homework being done on one another. So they're just gonna go off with the standard meta bands, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, talking about the bands, look at Tatras. They have the first pick and the first band. Starting out with their band, they're banning away the Kimmy. On the other hand, Netum Tado, I feel like they might actually go for Joseph because he's the jungler who is very well known. So they might go ahead and target his hero pool first, but no. It is just going to be Netum Tado. Going to be
I
targeting
mean,
the mega heroes as well. And yeah, they're just going to ban away the Florin, which is a pretty solid ban. And yeah, her pick rate and ban rate is really, really high in the current season.
all these heroes that you see right now being banned, the latest one coming up in form of Beast of Light, Lucas, or we can now say it's the nine-tailed beast, Naruto. All of these heroes, they're like kind of really strong and can be flexed in a lot of ways, except for Florin, I would say. And so like those kind of bans, they make a lot of sense, including that Kalea coming in from the fourth slot of ban from Netam Todo.
Definitely not Nitintado, with the Kalia ban. I feel like that's pretty solid because, yeah, you do not want to deal with a tsunami slam if you're gonna, pick up assassins. So maybe they're like opting for assassin heroes and, they're erasing the option for heroes like Kalia that can literally pick you up with her tail and use the tsunami slam. So yeah, it's a pretty solid ban from both sides of the teams here. And Tatris, on the other hand, they're like banning away even the Phobias, so we might, see a bit of a dash heroes from the side of Tatris. What do you think, Jan?
4 years is not a direct dash counter anymore. Oh, that's kind of sad that we see that ban onto the Fanny. I'm gonna be like pointing that one straight away. And then coming back to the phobias, I think it's more often like how strong the phobias can be in early game, and also like if the phobias has a lead and his team can also like support the phobias a little bit here and there. The phobias like leaves the lane straight away. After like minute 3 or 4, then like becomes a semi tank or a secondary tank in the mid lane, constantly harassing the enemy mage and jungle. Like that's why I
Yeah,
think the phobia is being banned out there from Tartarus.
yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Sham. And yeah, talking about, the semi tank, here comes the Badang pick from the side of Netantado. And let us not forget about the one and only Baxia that has been rising into the meta at the speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters square per second, which is the speed of light. So yeah, the Baxia, man, you have to really, really look out for the Baxia because this guy, he can be thrown into three different
Roles.
lanes. He is just like yeah, three different lanes throws, same thing, right? Just he's way too flexible. And man, talking about flexibility, here we have the Gatot. Can be played EXP, can be played Rome as well. So a pretty good pick from the side of Tatras as well. And Joseph this time around, he's gonna be playing the Joy. So, the Phobius ban was kind of obvious because they did ban away Phobius, so, a dash hero being picked onto the side of Tatras.
Unless I'm missing something, or somebody changed their name or something, I don't think Joseph is playing today, sadly. But we are gonna be seeing the Joy coming in from the side of Tartarus, anyways, and also Moscow being picked up from Netam Tado.
Yeah, I feel like the Moskov is a pretty solid pick. With the Spear of Misery, he can disrupt the Joy, dashes. So that's pretty good from their side as well to pick up Marksman, which has a lot of mobility with the Abyssal Step, a little bit of a defensive skill, which is the Spear of Misery, which can provide a little bit of a knockback. And let us not forget the Spear of Destruction itself, which can teleport him all across the map and provide that rotation for the team. And talking about the bans, just look at the bans, coming up from both sides of this team. Tatris, targeting the mid lane, banning away the Farsa. Pretty good ban, I'd say, because the Farsa can be a little bit of a menace for the Fusion as well with her long range skills. And let's not forget about the zoning capability which she has with that Fed S strike. What do you think, Cham?
If I'm playing this Yushin, there's like only probably two heroes that kind of gives me a little bit of trouble in the matchmaking. Sorry, in the lane matchup, which is this Farsha, and the another one is like Cecilion, whom I cannot
Yeah,
constantly poke because they have
yeah.
like this. Farsa has a longer range. Also, like Cecilion has even more longer range, and Farsa has like bigger burst than my hero, so they can like burst me out, and one can like poke me out. So like yeah, those are the two heroes that I kind of hate if I'm using Jushin myself.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, look at that! Look at that, Cham! Look at the band coming up from Netantado.
Yeah.
Really solid band. They're like, really analyzing the draft really well.
Mm-hmm.
We are, looking for the high possibility picks here. And the one that comes to mind is definitely the Harrod with the Flavius being taken out of the picture. There's a high possibility that Tatras they could pick up the Harrod, and that's what they denied Tatras of. They denied Tatras of that Harrod pick as well as the Hylos. So it's looking pretty solid from both sides of the team so far. And on the other hand, though, Golin and uh, Rome. It's still yet to be picked from the side of Tatras, though. So yeah, and here
Yeah.
we go. A Suyo pick from the side of Netumtado. A pretty solid jungler, I'd say. He is, a really good jungler, despite the damage reduction nerf that he received recently. What do you think, Cha?
Oh, Suyo is like still one of the top junglers when it comes to the. I don't know how I feel about this meta, man. This meta is like ever shifting. I don't think any of the teams has like quite grasped the meta, like what is even meta at this point. They're like still trying their foot in on this so-called meta. I don't think anyone has quite a good grasp of this meta. So I think the meta is gonna be changing again. We have another patch coming in another like one or 2 week. But meanwhile, something that's making the poking its head through the meta once again. It's the chip onto the hand of Kimi, which is gonna be a menace, teleporting over here and there all over the map once.
Oh yeah, how can we outlook the one and only Kimmy on the chip? Yeah, pretty unusual for Kimmy, to pick up chip because I mostly see Kimmy on Gatot and Hylos most of the time, as well as the Matilda. So to pick up our little fox guy here with the with the teleports here, it's quite a bit of a bit of a shock for me because he caught me off guard with that chip pick. I did not see it coming. I was like, he might go for the Matilda here because that could really complement the Joy as well with the Guiding Wind as well as the Granger. But oh my lord, Cham, look at this lineup that Netum Tado are cooking. They have the Faramis as their last ban. I did not
You
see that
mean you
coming.
mean their last pick? Yes.
Yeah, the last
I
pick. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the Paramis. Like um, if I'm playing, I'm thinking, okay, like we were talking about range earlier, and when it comes to having range, I think Paramus is the shortest range having mage in game. If it
Definitely,
is
yeah.
not Valentina, no, Valentina's skill one definitely is has a more range than Paramis. As we move into the land of Dawn ones, we are seeing Turtle is starting with their blue buff, and our Netam Tado, they are starting with the blue as well.
Yeah, they're going for the usual purple buff first, so they can, rotate on the goal lane. And wow, it's pretty unusual. Look at the goal lane there on the top side. It's actually a Granger versus Badang. Net and Tado are really cooking up something by pitting that
Wait,
Badang against the Granger because they want the Moskov to have an easier laning phase. Oh, look at the mid lane there, champ.
I I I cannot see this thing right now, but that's interesting too that they put the Granger in the EXP lane earlier. Um, any thoughts why that might be?
I
I
mean,
don't really
they
go
put
on.
the Moskov on the EXP.
Okay, no, never mind. I think that was a mistake. I think we now we see the Granger
Oh,
being back in the gold lane.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that was like a really confusing thing. Yeah, there we go. Both side of the marksman and the EXP are both facing off once again, one another.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
hate whenever that
in
happens in
state
my ranked
battle.
games, man. I Okay, we are probably gonna be seeing some action here. Eden poking the enemy Paramis, and there comes the first blood being picked up by Kimi in face of Paramis. They're looking for something more. Mugi comes in with the reasoning bait of joy and looking for that kill onto the enemy jungle, and he's gonna be successful picking up that kill. Here comes Innocent actually securing the kill, and Kimi being picked up by Badang.
Wow, that was a lot cooking up in that mid lane fight on the river there. Wow, 3 kills already on the side of Tatris. On the other hand, only one casualty onto the side of Netintado. So they have a pretty solid trade here, Tatris against Netintado. And the first turtle is already up, guys. And in a while, we're gonna see a little bit of a turtle skirmish, but we'll keep that on a hold for now because it seems like both of the junglers are busy on their jungle farming up those creeps so they can have the higher level on the retribution for the higher damage so they can contest the turtle more easily. And look at the map control coming up from both sides of these team. They are already in position for the turtle. They are just holding off for some time till the jungle makes their way to the turtle soup. And yeah, here we go. 4 members from both sides of the team are already positioning themselves. But look at that champ. Look at the joy being, oh my gosh, being pinned down on that wall.
That was a big pickup coming in from the team of Netantado. They are taking down the Turtles Jungle Joy. And meanwhile, here we see another kill being picked up by Moskov in face of face of Ranger, and there falls the Gato. A double kill coming in from Kimi. He has been quite a menace on that chip, somehow securing the kills. And his jungler is 0-1-3 and the chip is 3-1-2-1.
Wow, this is like a Kimmy. Kimmy, he's on a rampage for KS, which is definitely not kill steal, but kill secure. He is one of those tanks, that really loves to do kill secure for his team because why let them run away when you can be the one, to take them down? So he's just doing the thing for his team. If they can't take it down, it's just gonna be Kimmy. He himself gonna, take down those KS for himself. So yeah, it's this a Kimmy thing, guys.
Yeah, his case skills might be really high right now, but meanwhile, I think we are seeing an uncontested turtle being secured from the side of Tartarus. Even though Netam Tado they missed out on the turtle, they're not that behind in terms of gold. They're like only 1.5k behind and only one kill behind. Neither of our team lost any of their towers yet, and meanwhile, we can look at the items ones. You see anything unusual?
I mean, just the usual, just the usual item, the Thunderbell on the down, and yeah, just the pretty usual items. But yeah, talking about the goal lead though, Tartrus, they have like a 1.6k goal lead against Netantado, but look at the engage coming up from the side of these teams. Pretty aggressive. Tatris, like, trying to cut off that lane from there. And yeah, it's
Yes,
just
yes,
gonna be.
yes, ones. I think we're seeing some more action over there on the top side. The portal being dropped out. Here comes the AOG, not hitting onto anything. I think both the teams are going to be backing up safely from that missed engage, I would say. One for one in terms of ult being used from EXP and the enemy roam. So like that's quite a equal trade. Neither of the sides get anything. Oh, Bakshia been walked on once.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. The backshot. Oh my gosh. Talking about the backshot, it seems like he's really struggling, to put up a
Some
show for
reaction on the
Nathan
top
Tato.
side. We are seeing the fist crack being used, but that's a Gato. He's the most tankiest hero when it comes to the physical defense having hero, right? He's the tankiest in the entire game. Some more action happening bottom lane. Oh, Innocent might be in trouble. Never mind, he uses the flicker to back off to safety, and here we see the cult altar being popped on by. I'm not gonna say that Parami's name. Anyways, no casualties. Once again, one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're not gonna say the
Ooh,
Pharaohs.
another
Oh, look
quotation
at
clip.
that
Yeah,
perfect
another
goblet
teleportation
down.
coming. Yeah, one's gone. Never
Down.
mind. I
Oh
think
my.
Innocent is gonna be one that's gonna be picking up that double kill on that Granger. Can we take a look at the items one more? I wanna see if the Granger has like that Sky Piercer or not. That's gonna be huge. Granger already is like 412. If he has like 30 stacks on Piercer, that's gonna be scaling the Granger really well into the late game.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the Granger, it seems like he has already picked up that Malefic Raw, and that Malefic Raw is just now gonna shred the enemies from the side of Netantado. They don't have enough defense, and boy, the Granger with 3 defense. I mean, 3 core items, which is the Sky Piercer, the Hunter Strike, and wow, to top it off notch, it's gonna be the 60% penetration that will be scaling. But look at the, oh my god, the bot lane there. The Granger picks up a kill on the Moskov with the Dead Sonata easily, and oh my god, it's gonna be a double on the top side there with the Jujin providing his assistance. That was a kind of off camp, but look at the joy. Goes in with the electrifying beat, tries to catch up a kill on the Suyo, but no, the Suyo with a switch. Oh my god, the kill alter being popped, but no, it's gonna be the Granger with the kill secure from the back, just in time to secure the double with the Rhapsody and that beautiful Death Sonata for the long sniping. But here comes the backshot, tries to goes in for the Granger, but no, it seems like, oh my lord, just look at the Granger barely surviving it. Oh my god, the backshot overextended way too deep and paid the price, paid the basically the blood for going in too deep. And look at Granger, he already has about
That's exactly,
546
exactly.
capricious stacks, and
Not
oh my lord, 80 Sky Piercer stacks,
Yeah,
man.
that was a really high price to be paying when you are, especially yourself paying a tank. Here comes Innocent once again picking up another kill. The AOG being dropped down, and the Gato himself goes down in hands of oh, Innocent once again picking up another kill on that Badang, looking for another one. He's gonna be picking up another double one.
Oh yeah, double definitely. And look at the, oh my god, this is gonna be a triple Amenia. I am smelling Amenia. Oh no, the Backshot just in times back off before the Granger hits him with the Dead Sonata because he has 80 Sky Pierce stacks. It's not gonna be hard to take him down. And it seems like Tatras here is gonna start up with the Lord and try to secure it as fast as possible. And yeah, just look at the items, man. Granger with a 10.2k gold has made up 5 items already. Rushing for the last one, probably gonna be a Winter
Winter
Crown.
Crown.
Yeah, definitely, because yeah, that's what it's look like. But then again, on the side of Netum Tadu, though, they are really underfarmed. The goal difference is just absolutely insane. There's like a 12k goal difference against Netum from Tatras, they have built up a 12k goal difference. So to catch up to that 12k, it's going to be really, really hard for Netintado. And I'm not really sure what's going on in the screen because my screen froze for a while there.
Exactly. I can't even like look at this up screen anymore. Okay, never mind. I think we got the vision back, and we see Eden working on that enemy Bakshia. It's whenever you're playing a tanky hero in face of Zushin, you are not gonna have a pretty good time having that matchup. Ooh, the fist crack, and here comes Mugi once again, securing a kill onto Moskov. Innocent picking up another kill, securing a tower, the inhibitor tower, the mid inhibitor tower. Oh, the base being worked on. Top base, the double kill in hands of Mugi, make it a triple. And also, they are gonna be picking up that enemy base crystal and securing that dub. That's a really nice good effort from Netam Tado, but the victory goes to our blue side team, Tartarus ones.
Yeah, definitely. The outcome was really predictable, I'd say, because it is Tatras that we are talking about, and Tatras is a really, really strong team that has, built up quite of a reputation. And yeah, talking about reputation, the Tatras are definitely out there. And man, when Tatras, played the game, even the chat was like the concurrent, like, it totally went up like 30 to 40, which is kind of crazy because whenever Tatras is playing, the viewers, the fans are always there to support them. So a big kudos to, even the fans of Tatras for always being there for them and, to support them no matter what. So yeah, I'm not gonna say much against, about Net and Taro though, because yeah, it was kind of odd, to see these teams face against one another because it was kind of off limits for Net and Taro to face off against Tatras. But never mind, they're still, a growing team. They can always improve. There's always room for improvement. They can always, you know, grow further in the future. And yeah, we're just gonna hope that we see Netum Taro even in future tournaments as well. So we wish them luck. And it is gonna be a bye-bye for Netum Taro because it is a best of now. It is gonna be Tartars that will be heading to the next stage. So yeah, with that, guys, it's just gonna be me and Cham gonna be signing off in a bit. Before we go, like we're still gonna talk about a little bit about the giveaway. What do you think, Cham? What do you think about the giveaway? Do you wanna talk about it?
We ourselves cannot win the giveaway once, so you know how I feel about that. But yeah, just all the jokes aside, guys. Yeah, you guys can surely keep on chatting on our chat on the C3 channel, and yeah, look forward to those diamonds coming in from I think by the support of Vista, right?
Yeah, definitely, Cham. Hello, Cham, are you there?
Yes, I think.
wisely and crush those responsible.
My will is strong.
Hello, guys. We are back after a short break, and this time around, there's gonna be me and Cham once again on the casting desk. And this time around, it is gonna be Team Determination Crew versus Team Peak to Plummet. How do you feel, Cham? How do you feel about this third game?
Uh, I am gonna talk about my feelings about the game a little bit later, but guys, please pardon us. We are all having a little bit of technical difficulties from our side today, but we are still trying our best. So, guys, yeah, keep on supporting C3, keep on watching. I think we can get everything stitched back together really soon. Coming into this game number 3, right? It's 3, number 3, right? I am excited that we are gonna see Cherin and we are gonna be seeing Peak. So it's gonna be a really good watch for both the casters and our viewers, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because if we talk about Peak to Plummet, they are like a really popular team as well. They are like one of the top teams, which has put up a lot of competitions for the top teams, and I feel like Peak to Plummet, they have a really high chance of winning this game against Determination, because Determination is still a new team, which is considered an underdog. I mean, like basically not well known enough, but still they're like making their debut in a lot of tournaments as well. Yeah, so talking about the team here, we have Determination Crew on the blue side and Peak to Plummet on the red side. I feel like there is a little mistake. I feel like
Mistake,
Peak to Plummet
probably.
Peak to Plummet
Yes,
had the first pick.
yes. I think we have the teams switched up on our graphic that we're watching on stream. I think Peak are the one that's on the blue side, and we can see Peak banned out Badang and DTC they banned out Kalea.
Yeah, definitely the Kalia, man. She's always getting banned, as well as the Badang. And they are like pretty standard in the meta, really dominant.
Oh,
So it's
ho.
reasonable, to pick out these heroes. And boy, look at that. I feel like a determination crew observed what happened in the last game against Tatras and Netum Taro. The chip really put up a lot of trouble for Netum Taro. So yeah, they do not want to deal with the same thing again. They're just gonna ban away the chip out of the picture, so there's not gonna be those sneaky five-man rotation that the chip can bring up. Yeah, and
Not gonna
look
be
at
a five-man teleportation, and also there's not gonna be a five-man healing. There goes the Florin.
Yeah, definitely because the Florin, man. Why not pick her out? Her heal, her bloom. It is just way too annoying to deal with a global heal. And yeah, talking about the metas, the standard ban. Here comes our boy
Mr.
Baxia.
Worldwide.
Yeah, definitely. Even our Baxia here, he's just gonna get taken out of the picture because we've seen what the other teams have done with him, and they have really played him to his potential. So yeah, they're just gonna ban away the Baxia.
Yeah, I would say the Baksha isn't really like that oppressive when it comes to being changing the game single-handedly, but
Yeah,
how flexible this hero is, it makes to see this hero being banned pretty good sense actually.
yeah, definitely, Sham. I do agree with you because
Oh,
look
the
back.
ice cream man, the ice cream man once, the ice cream man. How do you feel about him?
I'm not really sure. Ice cream man, are you talking about his special skin?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah, definitely. I mean, the glue is a pretty good ban because you do not want to deal with a menace like glue because it's really hard to counter him. Like, yeah, you can definitely pick the Vexana, the Faramis, but those kind of picks do not fit in certain kind of a lineup.
Exactly, exactly. You
Yes.
already see what happens with the Faramis being like picked as a mage last game. Like Faramis doesn't do that much of a job. It's basically a support, and Faramis like such a having so much long range and no skills to be hitting the enemies at all. It struggles as a mage. So that's the problem with the Faramis. And we
Yeah.
see a Xavier.
Wow. Talking about how long the range that, Faramis had, here comes the long range pick from the side of the Termination crew coming up
Um,
with
yes,
those
yes.
Dead Sonata and the Dawning Light on the Xavier. That is just an irony that Cham has put up here that the Termination crew responded to. And boy, look at the picks coming up from the side of Peak to Plummet. They have a really solid pick so far into the
Really
first phase.
strong, really strong.
They have picked away the Lucas as well as the Harrod for the Granger. I feel like the Granger can really put a lot of pressure onto the Granger, especially with his Zaman Force, because that allows him to continuously dash, and that is what gonna make Granger's life hellish because he can't really hit those Dead Sonata on a dashing hero, right, Cham?
Yeah, and speaking of strong, here comes another strong XP laner in face of that Phobius. And yes, when it comes to the Granger and Harith being Harith matchup, I think the Harith has the upper hand mostly when it comes to that lane matchup against the Granger. So yeah, pick to Pyramid, they are looking really strong with their draft. And speaking of strong, Matilda being allowed to be played by Determination Crew.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean the Matilda pick it's really good for this lineup because it is a Granger that we're talking about, right? So the guiding wind can really help the Granger get out of harmful situation where he can go too deep with his Dead Sonata and the Rhapsody because sometimes he needs to get close to deal the damage, and that is where the guiding wind comes in to save this hero. And especially talking about Matilda, she is a really solid support, has a really good kit with a mix of support damage and yeah, pretty much everything that you need to have for. And yeah, she can pull you out of danger, especially from heroes like Lucas, where he can pin you down with his flash combo. That is like a really long stun that a full stack flash combo.
Yes, from the side of DTC though, those two mage bans kind of make sense if you're playing a Xavier. Like as a Kimi, you can totally bully out the Xavier because Xavier early game is pretty weak, and so can a Selena. Like these are really strong early game mages that can bully out a Xavier. So those two bans makes a lot of sense. And also does that alpha ban because they already see our side pick deployment. They can see that enemies picked up a Matilda, so they are gonna deny. Yeah, exactly. The Hylos Matilda combo that has like a really good win rate, and the alpha combo with the Matilda.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the combo that they have here, it's pretty solid because it really works. And yeah,
I think Fredrin is still open though. They can go for a Matilda Fredrin. Oh,
I feel like there's a really high chance that they might pick the alpha here because the Fredrin, I'm not really sure.
Alpha's already banned out.
Oh, my bad. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that just yet. It is oh my wow, oh my word. There comes the Fredrin, just as Jam said. Really good analysis, Jam. There.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yes, this is the hero that I usually used to pick up against a Fredrin. Whenever enemy picks Fredrin, I used to pick Gord. So that's gonna be an interesting matchup if they can actually make this thing work. Given the enemies also like this time have Matilda to be guiding away the Fredrin in case he gets into trouble. Oh, once.
Man,
Franco.
this has totally got me flat.
Oh, and an Esme.
Wow.
Go on.
Cham. This has totally got me flabbergasted.
Yeah, exactly, man. I also, I'm also kind of flabbergasted right now.
Man, I see the vision here, where Determination crew are seeing like, yeah, there's a Phobias. Okay, there's a Herod. Okay, so what do we do to counter these? We don't have much of a counter. So yeah, just throw in an Esme in the lineup there. So you can counter the Herod there. So I see the vision that Determination crew they have here, but I'm not really sure how they're gonna pull up this lineup that they have because EXP Matilda is gonna suffer.
You mean
What, so
Esme? You mean Esme, right?
yep, that's what I said.
I think we saw this. I think we saw this exactly same matchup. I think on our day number 2, Esmeralda versus Phobias. We were doubting the Esme from our caster desk, but then somehow the Esme totally surprised us and changed the entire game. How aggressive that Esmeralda played that day. Probably our side, the Determination crew was like taking note of that, and they're also like gonna be trying something similar probably once.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we go though once. You're gonna bring us into the land of dawn.
I feel like that's your job, Cham. Go ahead and just take us into the land of dawn straight
I
away.
think we are already in the land of dawn and we're seeing some invade, man. But that's a 4-man protecting the red buff. The Franco's not gonna be able to do much. A little bit of early action, nothing happens from that. Usual Determination crew, Fredrin getting his red, and Lucas already farmed up his purple buff by himself and now taking the red. And I think we are seeing a little bit of action on that purple buff. That
Oh yeah,
Franco?
yeah. The Franco man, he is such. It seems like there has been a little bit of a misclick on the pause button there. That is something which sometimes happens. So it's not a big deal. But
Oh. Never
okay.
mind.
Seems like it's not a mistake. Seems like the team are actually asking for a pause.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm really liking from what I'm seeing from Zippy Zane on that Franco. Right now, he has been aggressive. He's trying to disrupt that that Fredrin a lot. That now the Matilda cannot make those rotation or keep the vision because he always has to protect and babysit his jungle. So really good showing coming in from this Franco, I would say.
Yeah.
I think we are looking at the draft once again. Once you wanna break something down that might our viewers might have missed anything unusual or anything that gonna be interesting to be looking for the mid game.
Yeah, I feel like if we're talking about the picks and draft here, I feel like Peak to Plummet they have a little bit of a bit of a higher edge here against Determination Crew. But then again, Determination Crew here, they have a lot of punching bags, that can provide a lot of space for the Granger and the Xavier to dish out damage from the back. And this is what Granger and a Xavier they need. They need space to dish out damage. And that is where these two heroes, Esmeralda and the Fredrin, they come in with the support of the Matilda to, help out these two from the back, deal out damage. But then again, on the side of Peak to Plummet, they have the God. Let's not forget about the true damage that he can deal with the recent adjustment that he has received. He's just way too strong. And if you pair up his true damage with the Wishing Lantern, he can, totally melt down even the Fredrin, even the Esmeralda. So they have to really look out for the God as well. Because let's not forget about the three, punching bags from the side of Peak to Plummet as well. The Lucas with the Beast of Light form will be really tanky, will get a lot of stats buff on that form, as well as the Phovius that can go for the backline, and the Franco, with his suppression and the Iron Hook that can catch anyone off guard. So they have to look out for the Iron Hook as well. And our one and only little Leonin, which will be Harrod, will be the one, to dish out a lot of damage in the late game once he has completed the Trinity, which is basically Harrod 3 mains item, which are namely Feather of Heaven, the Stallium Sight, and the Holy Crystal.
Oh my god.
No, it's not, Chan. It's not. See, we're still around, still here.
Are we?
Yup, we are.
Okay, once. Let's talk about betting then. Have you ever bet IRL once?
I mean, personally, I'm not a gambler. I don't support gambling, so I never bet in real life, Chan. But yeah, when it comes to like digital betting, sure, why not? What's the harm in it, right? Like it's not
Oh
unfair.
man, I have PTSD when it comes to gambling, but I think we are back in our land of Dawn. We are seeing some action. Cherin looking to gank the enemy Granger right now. Some action happening, but our viewers cannot see that. I don't know. Oh, that's there goes the first blood picked up by Cherin on that Lucas picking
That's
up the
private,
Granger.
Chan. I feel like even I can't see it. My screen is like totally short. So yeah, it's just gonna be you for now to explain the thrill for the viewers.
Okay, I'm gonna be doing my best explaining the action that I'm witnessing right now. You're also seeing some action on the top lane happening. Aizen trying to put some pressure on the on Super R on that Esme, but somehow the Esme is winning the lane against the Phobius still. I have to take a look at the emblem for Esme. Like, how does Esme win against that? Inspire, Bargain Hunter, and Impure Rage. Interesting. Okay. I will try. I'll be trying that out on rank if I ever see that once.
Okay, Cham, I just want you to enlighten me, since you're the one like in the game, you're like, out there. So yeah,
Okay,
just
we are.
what's going
Yeah,
on.
we are already seeing the first title being walked on, and this Esmeralda doing a heck of a lot of a work, zoning out 3 enemies by herself. And the turtle, oh, Cherin still comes in with the red tree and secures the turtle and also looking for a kill onto the Esme. Yeah, he's gonna be able to secure the kill onto the Esme, and he also gonna be falling down to the hands of enemy jungle. Fredrin, super insane, picking up that kill. I would say that was an equal trade, picking up the turtle, also another kill, and then like taking a shortcut back to the base. And now you can straight up go for your buffs. So far, this is an equal game. Peak has 1k gold lead. The score is 4-3 in favor of Peak. And I think we're also coming back to the game where everyone can watch.
It seems like the management has figured it out, and now we're back in a while. Really sorry for the inconvenience, guys. We'll be showing up the game right away, and yeah, just bear with us, because it's been a hard day for our management as well. Because if you do
Yeah.
not know, the people working behind are actually, supposed to be sleeping. They're like working at around 3 to 4 a.m. right now. So I hope you understand their condition, because
Exactly.
this is not the
Not only
time
that,
the time where you work. This is the time where you're like getting the 8 hour sleep. But no, our management is like really there working their asses out, just to put on the stream for you guys. It's like they start from 1 2 a.m. till up to 5 or 6 in the morning, yeah, without any breaks or rest. So yeah.
yeah, not only that, also the heat wave that's going on in all over the India these days mostly. So like that's also an issue, guys. So keep yourself hydrated, grab some water.
Oh, Sam,
I would not. Yes.
mistake here, because our management's not actually from India. He's
I
actually
mean, yeah,
from
yeah, yeah. No, no. We basically have the same kind of weather in Indonesia and India, right? So okay. I mean, we are seeing another pause right now happening. Once, if you wanna talk about anything more, the mic is yours. You wanna go back to that betting? You wanna go back to that betting, huh?
No, no, no. Let's not talk gamble on the stream. I don't want to expose myself, champ. That's
Okay.
fair for you to like expose me like this. I'm still, since you're the only one, you know, who's analyzing the game, since you're luckily in the lobby, as a spectator. So I would like you to enlighten me further, because unfortunately, I'm just here stuck with the screen.
I kind of feel bad because this was such a good engagement coming in from Esme somehow. Like Esme like single-handedly zoned out the enemy three-man by herself. The Phobias, the tank, the Franco and Cherin on that beast of like Lucas. She zoned them out so far back. Somehow, they still came back, Cherin, with that Lucas and secured the turtle. That was such a good fight that we missed. But I think I gave you guys a good enough picture for you guys to be painting in your mind. And yeah, but what happened? What happened? I think we are underestimating the buff that Esme got recently. I think she got a buff in her defenses, right? Probably that's how the Esme is winning out against Phobias in lane again. Probably Esme is one of the most slept on hero right now in XP. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right ones. You have played that matchup before, right? Like after the Phobias revamp, Esme used to counter the Phobias on the old days when the Phobias used to be a mage. But now, like after they revamped the Phobias to a physical hero, he
Yeah.
totally used to dominate Esme.
Yeah. That is actually really true, because Esme was like an absolute counter to the old Phobius, and he used to deal the magic damage. And the counter Phobius was like really easy. You just buy a radiant armor, and that would like cut up a lot of damage from the magic Phobius. But definitely the developers, they've seen his weaknesses. They've seen how he's like one of the forgotten heroes. So they gave him a little glow up, new set of skills, and that just brought him back into the meta.
Yeah, speaking of the meta, I was talking how strong Esme might be right now and slept on in EXP. I do not know what's happening. I see something we need to be confirming with our management team. I do not know how to explain or what's been going on at this point once.
Yeah, even I have no idea, champ.
I think we can go into a little bit of break and sort out the situation, probably. Links.
Yeah, definitely. We can just do that, because we're still discussing the issue, guys, and it's yeah. Okay, so guys, it's like really sorry for the inconvenience from our side, because it's been a day for us. So just gonna be having a redraft, because there are some errors. So, yeah, we'll be back in a bit. Stay tuned. And yeah, we're gonna have a redraft. It's gonna be the same bans, same picks, the same lineup that you're seeing on your screen. So we'll be back and we'll try to do our best to put up a show for you guys. So bear with us and we'll be back up in a while. I feel bad for Links, man, today. Everything is going downhill for you. Yeah. It happens, huh? This thing.
But the,
Okay.
the stream cannot hear us right now, right?
Oh. Okay.
I guess we're still here with our viewers once. So it's gonna be a redraft, as you guys already know. Sorry for the technical difficulty, guys. Everyone having some struggle, including our PCs with this heat. They are also like kind of giving up, just like us sometimes. So understandable, right?
Hello, Sham, are you there?
Indeed, I am one.
So guys, we did receive good news from the management. It seems like we're gonna be heading into the game in a bit, so just bear with us. And yeah, we're just gonna be heading into the game anytime soon now. So Cham, what do you think is gonna be cooking up now?
I don't even know how to think at this point. But what I know, what I feel a little bit sad because that was such a good start that we guys like you guys sadly missed out on that last game. But let's not talk about that anymore. And here we go once again, seeing the Franco, but this time they are more prepared for it. Look at the pressure on Franco. Look at that.
Ooh, it
Oh,
seems they're just not gonna let the Franco.
yeah,
And
it's not happening again. It's not happening again. Um, some action. Bottom lane. Never mind. I think the Frank is going to be backing off. Oh, some more action happening. The god might be in trouble once.
Yeah, seems like it. It seems like he's just gonna be backing off right now, not gonna do much there. Can't really do much at level 2, so he's just gonna go for the lane clear and try to hit that level 4 as soon as possible.
Ooh, Franco actually hooked that small camp away from Super Insane. So Super Insane is gonna be delayed a little bit on his level 4 now, and we are seeing actions left and right. Once I think we are gonna be having some tough time. Look at that iron hook.
Oh my god, the guiding wind just saves the veteran in time to get out of that dangerous situation with the one should be. But look at that, champ. Another team fight staring right up, another iron hook. Oh my lord.
These hooks are crazy. These hooks are absolutely crazy. And once again, though, Esmeralda constantly winning out Phobias against Phobias. That is kind of something I'm gonna be constantly looking like. How is that even possible at this point? Probably that's the physical defense buff. Oh, some more action happening top lane. Never mind. That's Esmeralda too tanky, and we can see the first turtle being spawned into the land of Dawn one.
Oh yeah, definitely. It seems like the turtle is up and Determination crew are totally ready to fight this turtle off. And yeah, talking about the turtle champ, who do you think is gonna get the first turtle soup here? Because I feel like Determination crew might have the higher edge here with that Esmeralda being such a menace, always there to soak up so much damage, being a good frontline for the team.
Not only soaking up damage, this Esmeralda has been really amazing in terms of zoning, and
Oh,
again,
Charon, oh my god.
it was kind of similar what I saw from Charin last time, but this time it was like kind of a little bit more easier for Charin. And once again, man, I can like I have been talking about Charin a lot. I think he is one of the best jungler when it comes to India right now, and you guys can see why. Not only securing the turtle like literally 1v4, straight up going into the enemy jungle and creating some pressure, taking away a few camps from enemy jungle.
Yeah, definitely, champ. Charon is really something because this guy is like playing Lucas to his full potential. He's like the one and only Nightingale Fox, and he's not afraid to use up his powers. But yeah, if we talk about the goal lead so far, Peak to Plummet with 10.4k goal, and on the other hand, we have Determination with 8.3k goal. So that's like a 2k goal difference for now. And that is gonna, build up slowly and gradually towards the side of Peak.
Iron
But look at
hook,
Franco there.
iron
I mean,
hook. Never mind, it misses this. Yes, one.
yep. You can carry on, Chan. Don't mind me.
There's not much action. Oh, speaking of action, here comes the iron hook and the laser coming in from God, picking up that kill onto Esmeralda. Super Cosmos goes down.
Wow, this guy, man, this Franco, Zappy. This guy is Zappy Zane, man. He's not Mob Zane. He's a Zappy Zane, and Zappy Zane. He's really zapping the members of Determination crew with that iron hook. He just zaps them and then pulls them right away towards his teammate for an easy kill. And Peak to Plummet, man, they're doing really good. They have like 3 kills with 0 casualty against Determination. And they've built up quite a bit
Another one.
as well. Yep, they have built up a 3.8k goal lead. Oh my god, look at the Gord there with the combo. Just about to catch that.
Get the iron hook once again, hooking the enemy Xavier and securing the kill by only himself. And here we see some more action happening. Here comes the Phobias with Infernal Pursuit constantly bonking. And here comes the Harith picking up a double kill. Not only onto the enemy Esme, XP also securing the enemy jungle. Super Instant goes down, so this is going to be an uncontested turtle for the side of Peak to Plummet.
Definitely. Oh my god. The Dawning Light almost connects. Almost another clip for Cloud Clover. The showcase a Gojo edit for that steal. But no, that was a pretty unfortunate for the Xavier. He just didn't make it in time with the Dawning Light. But yeah, there's a Manforce being popped in the bot lane. And yeah, it's just going to be Granger now. gonna face off against the Harrod without this Manful, so he can put a little bit of pressure on that Harrod.
The hooker man Zappy Zen. The hooker man Zappy Zen has been really crazy this game. I think he has landed over 55% of his hooks right now. At this point, I think he's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's like he tried that 11 times and landed, I think, 6 of them, right? Probably, if I'm counting right. Meanwhile, we see a 5-man gang. Sorry, that's a 4-man. Had been pressured. He drops down to Zaman, dashing, dashing, dashing. Will he be safe? No.
Oh, another hook.
Another hook and the laser securing the kill onto Granger, and Aizen also picking up Super Cosmos. Granger finally picking up a kill onto that Harith, which was really big, but also goes down himself, and some more action happening. The engage onto the Cherin. Cherin picks up Super R still. The Cherin is so strong once. Like, how do you counter Cherin? Like, how do you stop this player?
I mean, if we're talking about Sharon, he's literally the nine-tailed fox. And to face off a nine-tailed fox, you need a Susanna or something, even a Madara in the battlefield. So yeah, it's gonna be really impossible, to face Sharon at the moment because his flash combo, it has a CC immunity as well, and to cancel that is just way out of hand for determination. So they really have to look out for Sharon's engagement.
Ooh, the flicker bloody hunt by Zappy Zane, and securing that kill will be Sky Rain with that Harith onto the enemy Granger. And right now Zappy might be in trouble, finally being taken down by Super Arts. But meanwhile, Harith picking up another kill onto enemy Esme. Super R goes down. Some more action happening. There goes the splat from Fedrin to no effect.
Oh, look at Sharon.
Picking up another kill, Sharin. Sharin has been really amazing with that Nine-Tail Fox, constantly pressuring for those towers. Like, I will give like 2 out of these 3 towers that has been picked up from Pick to Plummet. Now make it 4. It has been all the effort from literally Sharin himself, almost. Some more action happening on that red buff side once. Oh, another iron hook coming in from Zappy Zen. This Fredrin is not having a good time, even though he has a Mathilda on his side and a Esme who has been really strong, but they are not having a good time. Meanwhile, the Lord being walked on for free by the side of Pick to Plummet. The Zaman's gonna be dropped down, and yay, the Lord being chipped down and taken out by Cherin. So once, give me something. Like, if you are Determination crew at this point, what's your game plan? Hello, one. I guess Wanz is having some trouble right now. Meanwhile, we are looking at the items. Nothing out of the usual, I would say.
Oh my gosh, sorry, Cham, I left you for a while. There was like a.
That's all right. That's all right. Here's some more action happening. Once I'm gonna let you call on this one, unless you wanna talk about the items.
I mean, yeah, definitely we have to take a look at the items because just look at Sharon, man. He already has the War Axe, the Hunter Strike. Oh my God, Cham, look at another Iron Hook. Oh my Lord, that guiding wind just saves up the. Oh.
Sharon once again picking up another kill onto Super Cosmos. There goes down the Flying Eagle. Cannot be circling anymore. There goes down Super R, and the Lord working on the enemy base. And the Lord is the one that literally kept on bonking the enemy crystal and securing the dub, the victory for Pick to Plummet once.
Wow, man, this is like wow. It was one heck of a game because we had to restart, redraft. And yeah, pretty much the outcome was the same because even previously, as you've mentioned, that in the first game before the redraft, Pick to Plummet, they were really doing really well against Determination. And yeah, the same outcome even in the second game, Cham. So yeah, definitely, I would like you to enlighten me more.
Yes, so since I am the one that can see the end game screen, once I'm gonna be telling you something which you are gonna be a little bit disappointed about, but we are not surprised how that happened. The Matilda, it's a chocolate. This game 042.
Oh,
Uh,
that is really unfortunate.
that's what was the work from this jungler from Peak to Plummet. That's all Cherin's doing. He was really good with his that Ninetales form every time, like transforming, so he can pressure the Matilda. So the
My
Matilda, yes, once.
Yeah, so yeah, like yeah, talking about Sharon, like he's overall a really good player. Just like Macro was totally on point with his team. The way he went in, the backup that came from his team was totally on point, and the
And
coordination from to Plummet was just top notch. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm not gonna.
also, do not forget about this guy, the hooker man, Zappy Zen. His hooks were something else once.
Okay.
I think, yeah, with all that said, I think this is gonna be it for our game number 3. We are gonna be moving in onto our game number 4 in a little bit, guys. Meanwhile, you guys can grab some water, keep yourself hydrated in this excessive heat, and also keep on chatting in our chats for the chance of winning those diamonds.
I think the diamonds are already given to the already chosen, so there's no
Oh, for
more.
the day, I think the diamonds are over, guys. So I think you guys can look forward to that for tomorrow. But right now, it's gonna be me signing out. Once we'll be back with you guys for game number 4, guys. See you guys soon.
wisely and crush those responsible.
My will is strong.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the True International Season 2 Indian Qualifiers again. And as for today, we have the last game for now. It's gonna be played against fans' favorite Wikiki versus Vantade. So right now, this is gonna be the last one in the best of one series, and we're gonna be seeing who's gonna be moving forward into the next round. And alongside me, there's gonna be a tired but hardworking Sigma ones here. So what are your thoughts on the teams ones?
Pretty interesting team we have. We have Wikiki, which is a great team, a popular one, of course. On the other hand, we even have Vantade, which is a team which I'm not really familiar with because the name is still new for me, so I'm not aware of them. What about you, Debbie? Do you have any little bit of background on Vantade?
You know, Vantade, like you, they are really new, but this tournament is the first time that we have seen them, and I've seen them into the first round where they were performing so well, able to make it to the next round. So if you can make it to the next round, it means that you are no one to be messed around with. And I think Wikiki might also be very familiar with what they are going to be facing now, because Vantade, if they were able to approach here, it also means that they are no less, right? So it's gonna be an interesting one to say the least, because Wikiki, like you mentioned, they are also one of the top teams now, because they are a mixture of a lot of good players. Like I usually say, star-studded lineup, and they are, their personality is, or the way their drafting is more focused onto the jungle side, where the assassin is more flex and more use. So this is gonna be one aggressive teams that we're gonna be seeing. Meanwhile, for Vantade, I think they are really flexible. They can go for both of the choices, but the execution part is where the experience is gonna be coming through. So I think Vantade, if they are able to read Wikiki out, they might also, have a task to get themselves into the next round. So,
Yeah.
yep, without further ado, let's jump into the drafting phase because on Tade have the first pick and Wikiki have the second pick.
Yeah, thank you for, highlighting the points really well, Debbie. And with that, guys, we're just going to be heading right into the draft. We have Vantare on the blue and Wikiki on the red. And yeah, coming up with the first ban from the side of Vantare, it is going to be a Bakshia himself. A pretty decent ban. What do you think, Debbie, about the
You
Bakshia?
know, I think, like I mentioned, right,
Yeah.
the start of Wikiki, they are more focused on the assassin lineups, but
Mm-hmm.
Baxia, right, he can be flex. He can either jungle, roam, or XP too. So definitely a good ban coming out from Wantade here. I think they could have used it, right? They could have first picked the Bucks, and there's nothing wrong with first picking the Bucks. It just forced teams to go for some kind of counter picks, and it just wrecked their strategies very, very well. So I think Vantade, they do not want to take it themselves. Maybe they have another option of their sleeves. We'll never know.
Yeah, and talking about Wikiki here, they're coming up with a pretty solid ban as well. They have taken out the Kalia, which can be really troublesome because she is a support and a fighter. And man, her heal is not to be underestimated with because she can, quite a lot of heal with just her skill and passive combined. So yeah, she is a big threat as well with the Tsunami Slam can, literally pick you off and pull you towards the enemy just like a Chul Waved Dragon, but a
Mm-hmm.
little less complex than that, right? But yeah,
Mm-mm. True, true.
always there to counter those kind of skills where you get locked down, yeah, from those stuns. And yeah, talking about being locked down, from stun, here comes Vantadi with the Badang ban as well. They're like not gonna open this guy for themselves, neither for Wikiki. It seems like they are not, really looking to play these kind of heroes like Lucas, Badang, and the Bakshia. So yeah, they're just gonna ban it away if they're not gonna pick it. On the other hand, though, from the side of Wikiki, Debbie, we're seeing a lot fighter board being banned as well as the Florin being banned here. So they're like going more onto the roaming section here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they can just shut down all the roaming potentials. Even the Matilda can go away here too. It could really work out because I think most of the time when Wikiki is into the second pick, they do not want to see any kind of support onto the opponent's side because when you see a support and an assassin together, it's gonna be such a menace. So I think okay, there we go, another rumor band. Oh, go okay. So Matilda is gonna be left completely open. Wait, no, look at that. I've
No.
been saying Montade has been
Oh,
flexible. They can go for anything and I'll never know. So no Fanny for the side of Wikiki, but Montade will be going for the Fanny first pick. Now it makes sense, right, once? Because
yeah,
Badang, Ben away. So
yeah.
what are the choices for Wikiki here?
I mean, Wikiki could definitely opt for those, heroes like Kufra, which is the ultimate counter for the Fanny with the bouncing ball. But there are a
Mm.
lot on the table because the first pick Fanny that we're talking about. So if you are gonna first pick a Fanny, a lot of counters will be cooking up in the later draft. So the first pick Fanny is a little risky. And talking about Kiki, they've already come up with the Louis pick and the Gatot pick. So that is a pretty good combination, of utility and damage from the side of as well as the Gatot.
Mm. I think with this Louis, I don't think they are trying to counter the Fanny directly, but
Yeah,
more of what the map presence of the Fanny can do, right? Because Fanny is more capable on split pushings better than any kind of assassins, even the Ling, I would say, because he can
yeah,
survive a lot of onslaughts but just by cabling it in and out. So I think they just wanna shut down the split push potential that the Fanny brings, so they pick out the Louis as well as the Gatot for the CC, the heavy crowd control, and it can be also affected for the side of Wikiki here. But for the side of Montade, they're safe to pick up the glue here because Wikiki already have their mates online, so glue is more favorably countered by the Faramis or the Vexana. But now Wikiki doesn't have a
yeah,
choice to go for those two, so I think it's a safe
yeah,
pick and
yeah.
even the Deucin. But one thing for sure is that Wikiki have the Hayabusa still open.
Yeah, they definitely have the Hayabusa open web, but we do not know what the Wikiki might come up with because wow, look at the draft of Vantade. They are looking really strong. Fanny, pick, check, the
Mm-hmm.
check, and the Fusion pick check. Fusion can basically counter most of the tanks and fighter
Yep.
with a lantern flare, and the glue man. He can be such a big menace for
Mm.
fighters as well because he can just basically stick to them and prevent even their teammates from attacking glue because he's just basically gonna transfer the damage to the host. Yeah, once glue has stick to you, there's like a really a low chance of escaping.
Mm, understandable. Very, very understandable here. But still, Wikiki did not want to go for the assassins, so they pick away the Granger first so as to stop it from being picked or being denied again. So I think for the side of Vantadi here, they are safe to ban out any kind of assassins that they do not usually want to face. But one thing that the Fanny brings is that she is, highly capable in trying to go 1v1 situation against any type of assassins if they are willing to trade it out. They could go for not banning the assassin at all as well. It can also work. But the thing is, you know with the Fanny you do not need any kind of winning lane, so this is what the Fanny provides. So I think Vantade here, they are just focusing on to the heavy crowd control heroes because they are already banning other Tigreal. They have anything, what do they have to ban more here? Because Wikiki, they take away the threats into the gold lane as well because the Herald is gone.
Yeah, they have definitely banned out the Harrod not to create any further problem for them because the
Mm,
draft that Vantade have right now, it's looking pretty solid. And I feel like Wikiki, they're really
mm,
taking their time, to analyze the draft and look for heroes that will, pair
yeah.
up with the Vantade. So they're like, taking away all the heroes that can uh, create a lot of problem for them. And it's really wise, for them to pick away the Harrod because Harrod can be a really menacing on the grandeur, and even the
Mm,
Kimi as well because the Kimi man, she's just way too good right now in the meta, pretty strong. The
oh.
revenge made her way too good, but look at the bans here. We were just talking about the Hayabusa that was open for
Mm.
the side of Wikiki. Now even the Hayabusa is being denied to Wikiki. So what do you think, Debbie, Wikiki can come up with?
The only option that I can see is the Ling or the Joy, but still, there's a chance for Vantade to try to counter those two again because they are yet to pick up the Roamer and the Marksman too. So this is a very good mental coming out from the side of Vantade as well. They do understand who they are playing against because Wikiki, like we said, a fairly new team, but also very familiar faces that they have in the players wise as well. But now I think they're, oh, there we go. No assassins for Wikiki, so Super Van Juan Saturo will not be going for the assassin this time around and still the Fredrin coming into play. But do you like a Fredrin when there is already a Joseph? Joseph?
Definitely not because I already mentioned that the Egyptians can really bully the tanks and the fighters with the lantern flare,
Mm-hmm.
and Fredrin is basically one of those heroes that the Egyptian can easily bully. And oh my lord, Debbie,
Yeah.
Vontade is looking so
Yep.
strong right now. They are looking like they are
Man.
ready, to obliterate Wikiki because just look at the picks.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I did not expect a Fredrin here because I don't know how the Fredrin is gonna work out because it's a Fanny that we're talking about. We need something that can pin her down, stop her
Yeah.
midair, and that is what Wikiki are lacking. So if they do not pick a Kufra here, I don't know what they're gonna go for because if they pair up a healer here with the yeah, there we go. Talking about pinning down a Fanny. Here comes the one and only ultimate Franco with the suppression.
Yeah, the best way to counter the Fanny is just a pressure, right? So there we go. We Kiki with the locking down on with the lockdown onto their last pick here. But the thing is, I really like the way Vantade are drafting here because I am not sure who's gonna be the one trying to lock down onto this one here. They're focused too much
Mm.
onto the Fanny, but when the Fanny gets altered, that gets suppressed by the Franco, maybe that time the 1-1 will be there to shine again. So I think the one is also really really good counter against the tanky utility jungles like this Fredrin right here. But I think Wikiki, if their execution is very correct and the way they're playing is up to a T, their grandeur might be able to counter the the 1-1 in lane just because of the range that he have with the Tatsunata. So I think they had the CC going on. They also have the lockdown. Meanwhile, one party they have an early game to mid game kind of composition here.
I mean, talking about Vantade, they do have a pretty solid early and mid game, but even the late game is going to be really hard for Wikiki because if you talk about, the lineup that Vantade have, they have a 1-1. And
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to say this just because I'm a 1-1 main, but I feel like when it comes to the laning phase against Granja and 1-1, the 1-1 definitely has the upper hand because she can dash around, right? And
Mm-hmm.
hero that can move with a Rhapsody is going to be a bit of a challenge.
Oh, one thing's for sure is that we're gonna be jumping into the land of Dawn and several things of the players' names as well. Vantade going against Rikiki on the last match for today, ladies and gentlemen. Only time will tell who's gonna be making it into the next round. Look at Abyss DZ already being a threat, just trying to show what the pathing of the Fanny is gonna be. Viva la Revolution. Nice name.
Yeah, definitely. And boy, just look at the Fanny already going in for the invasion on that small creep there. Just trying to,
Oh.
slow down the frown of the Fredrin. Pops up even the retribution just to secure it in time. And oh, are they gonna fight? No, it seems not like it.
No. Oh, Retribution just secure, but the steel cable's coming through. The Taunt is already there. Viva la Revolution trying to get a kill, but ABCD with a hook landing onto Peel Poison. But they might not be able to take it down because the Taunt is up there. Oh, never mind, because Pharaoh will be able to secure the kill with the help of Violi onto the Louis. They're looking for more. Milkai in trouble. The
Whoa.
reaction is there to secure another kill onto the hands of Wikiki. 2 kills already secured under one
Oh,
30.
another
Oh,
out.
another hook. Best TZ with a perfect hook. Landing onto the Juicin. And there we go, Sparrow. With 2 kills already onto the Fred in the early game. What does these calls for now on?
Oh my god, this is this is something which I did not expect in the early phase of the game. I thought
Mhm.
it was gonna be definitely Vantade that will have the upper hand. But boy,
What?
was I wrong because look at Fanny there goes in with the steel cables and the cutthroat, but still not enough to take down the cutthroat.
Oh,
Oh, the
oh,
iron Claw.
another counter revolution! FSCD with the perfect trios already might be in trouble here. The sun is there, but Viva La will be taking the kill. The Hiroshi just trying to dive in, but the turtle will be secured by Sparrow here. Look at the displacement coming through. Cloud9 just trying to look for a kill, but the Yin Yang reaction is still available. No matchup for him as well. Look at the mounts coming in. There might be someone in trouble. Hiroshi taken down, killing free for Mr. Sparrow here. He wants to drive in a little bit more with the help of Violi, but oh, look at the Penny just trying to dive in. He
Oh,
does have the control, but another hook
oh
on the
my
flying
god.
Penny mid-air. Abyss DZ with the
Oh my god.
perfect hook. 100% once.
This is I don't know if this is a Bistisi or Wolf Teasy because this guy is hitting those hooks on point. Man, this guy is a king of hooks. I heard, I saw someone said in the chat I smell a Fanny god, but no, chat, we are wrong. There's a Franco god here in the game, and he, you know ready with that Susano skin to just take down anyone that comes his way.
Yeah, you do not want to walk in front of Mr. Abyss TZ here at this point because look at the boost that he is and it's gonna be so perfect because I think Flicker bloody
Oh,
Hans is
oh
there. Paoli will be securing another kill. Abyss TZ with another
my.
hook. Oh, on to Cloud9. This guy, okay, the divers and play up top lane. They might not be spotted out, but look at that. Life is a meme just trying to get into a position. Myokai might be in trouble. He has to flicker away, but Poison, he doesn't know. But Life is a meme will be securing another kill onto Myokai here. Oh my goodness, what are they made of? Kiki is just trying to look for more. They are focusing on this turret. BCG doesn't have the bloody hunt just yet, but look at that Sparrow diving in with the taunt coming through as well. Violi with no Yin-Yang reaction, but the help is there. Justin is trying to get in, but Sparrow, he does have a taunt. Oh, the displacement coming in, the steel cables in and out, but no engagement just yet. But maybe they are looking for more. But okay, they will be
Whoa.
stopping here because the turtle is already up.
Wow, the turtle is already up and you see.
Oh,
Oh!
overhook once the stun. ABCD just trying to dive in again. Hiroshi joining the team fight onto the backline as well. Cloud9 being harassed quite a lot, but oh, he just mounted it. But Hiroshi will be falling down to the hands of the Justin again. Flicker for on Cloud9. He will have to walk away. One man down for the side of Vikiki, but they do have a chance to just try to focus on this turtle. Just get but Mew Kai just trying to look for more. The curse bot connecting on the three members. No follow up just yet. This person is still available. Pharaoh will be able to secure the lore, the turtle, I mean. But look at that people out. Fanny just trying to dive in.
Oh, this depression!
As well. Look at the combination coming in. Kai might be in trouble here again. The Juicing just trying to get them away from himself. Oh, one
Oh
up.
my god!
It's easy. Kill, maybe not. That's not the crucial beacon. Is there to help him survive, but they are trying to look for more
Imagine
Vikikis.
the hook.
What are they doing? They are just trying to go in again. One more, and Sparrow might not be able to take the kill because the turret is there to get him down. Finally, Vantali have a space to breathe.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot going on. Non-stop team fights, right from the turtle up till the bot lane of the side of Vantare. That was a lot, and man, just look at the goal lead that Wikiki have built up. It's just like 6 minutes into the game almost, and they've already built up a 2k goal lead, which is pretty solid for the early game here. And man, look at the items. The Granger already with the Hunter Strike and the Sky Piercer. So now he'll be hitting off really hard and will be dishing out a lot of damage once he has completed the Malefic Roar or the Blade of Despair. And look at that. It seems like there's going to be stinging up another fight right around the bush here, but no, it's just going to be these team backing off for now, going for the lane clear. The Ranger just gonna focus on the stacking of those stacks on the Capriccio. On the other hand, though, the Glue changing his lane from the EXP and just gonna. Oh my lord, dive.
Everything coming play. Oh my goodness, the curse of blood is there, but Violi will not be able to survive because the Cutthroat is there to take him down. The flicker coming through. Kai will be able to survive, but look at the mid side though. Sparrow have the heal, have the seal as well, but Cloud9 will be mounting him into the midst of it all, but the Bloody Hand is still available. Poison might be taken very low, but no hook landing for the first time. A bit easy, have to walk away, but Life is a meme, getting a kill on himself, but Life is a meme still available for the backup, but look at the figure coming through. Cloud9 with double kill, shutting down the Granger here, Sparrow. But he's just rolling against two people, and the Brazos Res is still there, but not enough. Triple kill at the hands of Mr. Cloud9 here. He's trying to go for more. He does have ultimate right there. Violi might be in trouble, doesn't have the dispersion available. Hiroshi also take it very low, and there we go. The damage coming through. Violi take it very low, and the dispersion is still there. The yin yang reaction will be helping him fight
Wow.
at that team fight. Oh, diversion play onto the mid side, not taken just yet. Oh my goodness, what a comeback from Bontari here, one.
Wow, Vontari totally changed the tide of the game with that triple kill on the Glue. They just, totally got a turtle without any competition. The 1-1 pushed one turret from the bot lane. So that was quite a good use of that team or wipeout there that they got. It was almost a wipeout. It was basically a triple. So they got to get a lot of resources on their hand, a lot of objective as well. So now Vantari are back on track and they are on par with Kiki. They even have the higher goal lead here, leading about 700 goal here against Kiki. So that's good for them.
Yeah, definitely one of the best comeback that we have seen so far. But on Cloud9 too, I think this guy is just gonna be such a menace for the side of Wikiki here. But the thing is, he is just gonna be needing out the position. But right now, I feel Wikiki's. I still think Wikiki has the position to try to go look for the gangs because they do still have the damage and the divers and coming into play
Yep,
as well. BSPZ already got the bloody hand, so
yep.
maybe just maybe they might try to look for the kill just before the start of this Lord.
Yeah, I mean, if with Kiki they want to pull this game off, they have to really focus first on the Jushin and the 1-1 because those are like the main threat for them. Because if they're not gonna get their hands on the backline, that will be dishing a lot of damage. Then it's gonna be really tough for them, and the 1-1 will be really, really hard to catch as well with this unlimited dashes. And look at the
Oh,
gap.
Sean. On Mr. Cartline here, he does have the way to survive, but the curse of blood connecting onto two members. Oh my goodness, Hiroshi might be in trouble, but the AOD is still there to help him survive. But the Fanny with the steel cables just trying to dive into the backlines of Wikiki here, but they will have to walk away because they do not have their marksman with them. Not enough damage into the hands of Wikiki. They have to back away because the Lord is already gonna be spawning, and Vantadi are trying to start for this.
Oh, Vantadi have already made their way to the Lord. Are they gonna contest this? Because I'm not sure how they're gonna pull it off. Five members still standing on the side of Wikiki, and they're already making their way to the Lord. Here, the Gathod already shown up. Hiroshi just gonna be providing that vision for the team and not gonna contest for it as of now. But then again, look at those bushes, being checked, being exposed by Hiroshi. He's doing a really good job, to open up the map for his team before they contest the Lord.
Yeah, this is a perfect position for Wikiki Steel because Wantadi here, they are not in position to try to blitz this not because they do not know where they're gonna be coming up because we know that the diversion is gonna be still out there. So Wikiki, they will be able to pop up from anywhere, anytime soon. They have to clear onto the bot lane. Oh, the Fanny is being sent. I think it's safe
Diversion,
to say that.
diversion.
Oh, diversion. Oh, the Fanny. They are going for the Fanny instead. The bloody hunt. Easy arrive at the
Oh,
flicker. Abyss easy with the bloody hunt will be
oh
able
my
to take
god.
down Viva La Revolution. But onto the top, onto the Lord Pit though. There's a knock. AOZ for Hiroshi here. Sparrow will be falling down. Jungle for jungle. Hiroshi might be in trouble again. 3 men onto 4 men onto him, killing 3 for the juice in, but Abyss DZ and the team are there available, just trying to go for the backups. No one will be able to start the oh, the Jin Yang reaction and the eyes coming through for Abyss DZ. Okay, there's a more coming in. Oh my goodness, Glue just trying to look for something here, but the divers are play onto the mid side as well. Look at that, it
Oh
was a
my
funny
god.
interaction. Abyss DZ 1 HP will not be able to survive, but onto the other side as well. The Dromer taken down again, 2 kills already
Oh,
for the hands of the Zeus in the Lord will be falling for Vantadi here, fair and square, unless Wikiki try to contest this, which they will not.
man. Wikiki did not, they did not have to contest for the Lord after they, wasted so
Mhm.
much resources on the Fanny on the bot lane for that. Because three members were already down hunting the Fanny, and it was basically just Hiroshi and Sparrow contesting the Lord, and they ultimately lose that because there were four members against two, which was highly really odd. So they could have backed down instead of dying there, and it just forced the team of Ikiki to even make their way to the mid lane and look for another team fight. And yeah, they lost that too because two members were dead, and that is what caused Wikiki their momentum here. Because if we take a look at the map right now, it seems like Vantadi, they have the better map control. Even the 1-1, if we take a look at her, she already has four main items on her, and this is just gonna be enough for her to deal out a lot of damage because the DHS is already made, as well as the malefic gun and the corrosion side, so that's gonna melt up those tanky frontline as well. And let's not forget the Fusion with the lantern flare always gonna be there with that glowing wand to chunk down little HP from those tanky lineup and to toss them around the map as well. And it seems like there's gonna be another diversion in about a bit, but not sure yet.
Yeah, I think they have to be careful on where the diversion play is gonna be because this has to be a do or die for them. The diversion is their only saving grace. Already two structure down for the side of Bikiki with just one Lord. A good gain for Vantadi here. Maybe Hiroshi just trying to look for something here. Must be not because one of the teams they are so very disciplined here.
Yeah, definitely the discipline from these two teams are really good. And yeah, talking about discipline though, I really love the fact that Vantadi, they did not lose their momentum despite having this being on the disadvantage side on the early
Yeah.
phase of the game. They totally stood their ground and retaliate against Wikiki. And now if we take a look at Vantadi, they're on the higher edge. They have built up 4k goal lead against Wikiki. I don't feel like the goal lead will matter much in the late game because
Yeah.
everyone is going to have full items and they will be doing a lot of item swaps as well. So yeah. And yeah, talking about the game though, we still have Granger on the side of Wikiki, so that can be a threat for Vantadi if they do not look out for Life is a Meme, because Life is a Meme, if he has, on those stacks on the Capriccio, he can just spam them without, worrying about tomorrow, because the stacks are
Mhm.
already so high. And if they extend the game furthermore, it is just gonna add up more stack to his Capriccio.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely right. Because the Capriccio stack is gonna be giving him unlimited amount of ultimate rhapsodies and a hook being
Oh,
missed on the Cloud9 here. I think this is the first time we have seen a BCD missing the hook, but we'll never know because look at Sparrow's position here. The lore is gonna be tried to be taken by Vantali here. They're just trying to blitz it, but Hiroshi is trying to give out the vision as well. They do not have the Fanny just yet, but they are still starting Vantali. What are they doing? Because Sparrow is there with the Retribution, the AOZ connecting as
oh
well. Laura is
no.
killed by Poison here. Sparrow taken very low, might be in trouble, taken down again. FBCZ with a kill onto the 1-1. Milkai with the kill onto FBCZ again, but onto the backline. Life is a meme, trying to chase onto Cloud9 as well, but he will be able to secure it, set down for him as well onto the mid lane though. Hiroshi might be in trouble, taken down by the Deucin. But look at Life is a meme onto the run. He does have the eyes, but will it be enough? He does switch it with the
Oh,
immortality as well, but three men seizing him down. He will not be able to
oh
survive.
my god.
One kill. He got one kill and take down one. Violi is the only one
Whoa.
surviving that onslaught with Kiki. Will they be able to defend this because the lore is already merging down onto the bot side and just one member already? Okay, there we go. FSCZ and Sparrow already respawning right on time, and the lore will be able to be taken care of by the side of Kiki. And look at the discipline coming out from Fontade. They know that they will not be able to answer. They are backing away.
Oh my gosh, that was so intense. That was just like almost the end of Wikiki, and the members
Mm-hmm.
spawned just in time, to defend for the Lord. Man, that was a really hectic team fight for Wikiki, because
Yeah.
they did not get the best out of it. They really, need to protect the Granger and the Lu Yi, because Vile and Life is a Meme are their only hope, because there's no way in hell that a Fredrin can carry the late game here. Just impossible to
um,
escape the Fusion, because she already has built up even the ice cream on, and that is gonna apply so much slow for these fighters and tank, and it's gonna be making their hive a lot of hellish to escape her lantern flare. So that is where the Granger and the Louis reach out, these members of Vantade with their high burst skill and long range. So if they want to pull up something, they have to pull up a really good diversion if they want to win the game. On the other hand, Vantade, they have to look for an opening to end the game, because if they want to end the game, they have to catch the Granger off guard.
Yep, yep. Granger has to be the main focus, and I think that they will be sending out Vivala here to try to focus onto the Granger. But look at the base in the position for Sparrow as well. They do not have the damage dealer. Maybe they're just trying to look for a flank onto the top side. Maybe my screen is stuck, so I wouldn't know what's gonna be happening. But yeah, the thing is,
Mm.
they have to focus on one thing, right? But oh, wait. Okay. Maybe I'm stuck, or are you?
We're definitely having the same issue here. It's just a little bit of stream lag for us, but yeah, it's gonna get fixed in a while. So yep, just bear with us, and we're gonna be back into the casting with you guys.
Alright, I think it's not there yet. Oh, wait. Okay, we are able to move now. No.
Oh, there we go. It's back up.
Wait, I haven't seen it. Oh, there we go. It's back. Okay. Madara already spawning right on time here. Look at Sparrow and Hiro's positioning. They're just trying to defend out. Not let the other side, not let the side of Montade try to look for. Oh, onto the top lane though. There's a lot of minions coming up together onto the side of Montade here. But onto the mid lane, a bit easy with the bloody hand onto the Fanny here. Will be able to. Oh, he doesn't have the damage taken down, but onto the bot side.
Oh,
Oh,
look at the
I was here.
Granger.
Might be in trouble. Taking down Poison with that kill onto the best possible member. Hiroshi in trouble. AOZ will be used just to help him survive. Death Switch is
Oh,
not
Iron
enough.
Hook.
Oh, another hook from FSCZ here onto the tanker member Cloud. He does have the split. Will be able to survive, and it's gonna be a free lore for the side of Antade.
Man, oh my God, Abyss Easy man with his
Whoa!
addiction.
Okay, Cloud9, he does have the speed split, he does have the slam, he mounted one, but the ice is still there. Spirit, the first time the ice is there. What's the first? The side of the team here, Pioli will be falling down to the hands of people again, but Hiroshi in trouble. Another hook onto the tanker map, but the Bloody Honey is still there, but I think we could give this might be the end of them because the law is already marching down to the top lane. Life is a meme already alive, but the face
Oh,
is
they're
the
locked onto the
focus into the
crystal.
hands of Antade with Kiki will not be living to see another day, and Antade will be able to survive this onslaught and take the game.
Wow, that was just really tragic for the side of Wikiki. They
Oh
ultimately
my
lost the game. They lost, the
god.
discipline in the late stages of the game. They just were going in way too deep with those fights, and they were just like, unable to take down the members from the side of Vantade, such as the 1-1 and
Oh.
the Jujin, which created so much problem for them. Because yeah, the Jujin was definitely an obvious pick when you picked up the Fredrin and that Gatot. So that was pretty obvious that they're gonna pick up the Jujin and counter up those Fredrin and Gatot pick. On top of that, they focus on the Fanny as well with the Franco. I feel like the Franco was pretty great, not a bad pick, but it was just a little bit of team coordination slacking where
Mm.
they just couldn't hold off in the early late phases of the game. Whereas Vantade though, they totally held their ground through the early phase and the mid phase of the game. They were having a hard time right off the bat. 3 kills were already given to the side of Wikiki, but then again, they did not lose hope. They maintained their momentum, played it safe, and just waited for their mage and marksman to rise. But once they had their items, and that is when, Vantari, they totally put out the triumph card and
Mm.
totally surprised Armageddon with a comeback.
Megadon, you said? Hey, hey.
Oh, I mean Wikiki. Oh my god,
Oi,
slip of
oi, you gonna get cancelled once?
slip of tongue
Megadon
there.
what?
My bad, guys.
I'm gonna call them to hunt you down for that slip. Anyway, a
Uh,
lot of information, right? For one game, Wikiki, well known to be star-studded, but you know what? Montade is there. They are there to show people that they are the best, when it comes to the way they're gonna be playing with the assassins, the way they perform, it's so good. The macro, the micro, it's out there. So I think teams are gonna be ready to try to counter these players because they are signing, they are up on the rise in this particular tournament. So this was the last match for today, ladies and gentlemen. It was a playoff. It was a round of 16. So congratulations to all the giveaway winners because you deserve it. You guys deserve it for being so active on the chat as well. Congratulations to all the winners in the game two for today. Everyone who won today, who's moving forward into the next round, and the losers too, do not mind because you're going to be coming back stronger onto the next tournament. That's what I heard. If you want to go for it. But yep, we will be signing off now, but we will be coming back tomorrow with another action packed matches.
mm. Oh yeah, so guys, with that, it's just gonna be me and Debbie gonna be signing off the casting desk. It's a little bit late. I'm hungry. My tummy is begging me for some food. So yep, it's just gonna be us signing off, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's game.